Okay, we are back on. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but that's the way things go sometimes. Sometimes when you go live, things happen. What can you do? It is 6-1 now for the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks over the Shallow Lake Crushers. Goals by Alex Penner and Brian Kazarian here in the second period. And we are at just past the 8-minute mark of the second period. Here comes Trent Hawk shooting into the netting and out of play. So face off. That's the other thing we should mention. Now in goal for Shallow Lake. He started the second period. Jason Trainer is now in goal for the Crushers, taking over for Brandon Vandershot, and it has not been a good introduction for Mr. Trainer. His goals against average heading in tonight was 8.16, and I don't think it's any lower now. He's given up 2 here in the first 8 minutes of the period. Shot in on Trainer, makes the save, rebound was there, and he hangs on. $11:20 left in the second period here. Winterhawks putting the route on. It is 6-1 for Saugeen Shores. Bill Phillip checked closely. Shot around the boards. Adam Weir picks it up, shoots in. Stopped. And that shot doesn't make it to the net as Dave Grant will pick it up for the Winterhawks. And his pass to Mitchell couldn't handle it. Goes back to Dave Grant, and he brings it in over the line. Dave Grant, centering pass, broken up by Adam Blundell. Goes into the corner. Shot in, stopped by, shot over the net of Jason Trainer. Mitchell behind the net to McDermott. McDermott looks out front, pass to the point. Smales can't handle it, and it's a foot race between Smales and Ian Bernard. And it is in behind the net. If you're just joining us, the score is now 6-1 for the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Goals by Alex Penner and Brian Kazarian here in the second period. And Mitchell takes a hit. He will head to the bench. He's a little shaken up. Here comes Bierns for the Crushers into the slot. And Wardell, knockdown penalty coming, and it will come to Matt Murphy as Penner shoots, stopped by Trainer, and the penalty comes to the Shallow Lake Crushers. Linesmen are fixing a spot on the ice. Have a little delay. 9:40 left in the second period. Winterhawks up 6-1, and they're heading to a Lord Elgin Fish and Chips power play. We've said it before, but the ice isn't the greatest here at the Plex and requires repairs.
penalty to number 5, Matt Murphy. 2 minutes for knee at 10:20. We are in another Lord Elgin fishing ship.
Kazarian in the corner. Fraz back to Kazarian. Kazarian looking at his options. Behind the net to Fraz. Over to Quaid, misses the net. And it rings around. Brophy will try to keep it in. He does. Fraz picks it up. He's checked closely and knocked down by Jones. Brophy at the point. Down low, Kazarian. Kazarian looks out front. Kazarian behind the net. Looking at his options. Centering pass. And Johnston couldn't get enough of it. And Quaid keeps that one in. Quaid over to Brophy. Brophy back to Quaid. One-timer. Snared by Trainer, and he hangs on for the face-off. 58 seconds left in the penalty. Winterhawks going with the 5 forwards again on the power play. Underwood, Hawk, Penner, Dave Grant, and Brent McDermott on the points. Grant holds it in at the point. Grant tries to keep it in. Puck squirts out. Rocca will pick it up. He's chased by Underwood. Knockdown penalty coming. And it will be Blake Underwood heading off as we'll have 41 seconds of 4-on-4 here in the second period. Again, if you're just joining us, we apologize for technical difficulties that forced us to have to restart things on this end. And we can tell you at this point it is 6-1 for the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. They are leading the Shallow Lake Crushers. We're going to play a little 4-on-4 here for 41 seconds, and then it will be a Shallow Lake power play for 1:19. Jacob Brown rings it around to Trevor Smith.
Winterhawks penalty to number 20, Blake Underwood. 2 minutes for hooking at 11:13.
In the corner, Adam Weir picking it up for Shallow Lake. Pass deflects off a stick out to center. Smith gets it back out. Alexander and McDermott have to duck out of the way of each other. McDermott. Puck knocked off his stick. Alexander gets it. He can't deke around. And Mitch Good picks it up and comes back the other way. He's knocked off the puck. And it's back out to center. Weir. Back to Good. And he will bring it in. He's checked closely by Brown. It is now a Crushers power play. Blundell. Over to Good. Top of the circle. Blundell fakes the shot, hangs onto it. Blundell shoots through a crowd, doesn't make it. It's in the feet, and it is cleared out to center by the Winterhawks. 57 seconds left in the penalty to Underwood. Bierns gets it up to Good. Good. Fake slap. Back to the point to Blundell. Blundell into the middle. Over to Good. Shoots. Deflects into the screening and out of play. 41 seconds left in the penalty.
You know what? December 31st is coming up, and adults probably have parties to go to and what have you. Why don't you bring the kids to Boston Pizza for the kids' New Year's party from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the 31st. There'll be face painting, crafts, and a balloon drop countdown at 4 p.m. That's what Boston Pizza.
Ringed around the boards. Winterhawks will control. There's Mitchell. He's bringing it away onside. And he'll just put it into the corner. Blundell, 19 seconds left in the penalty to Underwood. Crushers having trouble gaining the zone. This time they do it. Sturrock ringed around. Shouldn't play it. And the penalty comes to an end as it's shot down the ice by the Winterhawks. Back to 5-on-5 with 6:20 to play in the second period. Saugeen Shores leading 6-1. Turned over, Kazarian. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. It's knocked out to center. Mitch Good leaves it for Bernard. Bernard to Good. Backhander stopped by Sturrock. And it comes out to center. Chad Jones shoots it in. Crushers get onside. And Boyle picks it up, going wide. Coming out of the corner, back to the point. Chad Jones shot, stopped by Sturrock. Kazarian clears it out to center to Johnston. Johnston one-on-one. He goes wide. He's hit. Johnson knocks his man down. Behind the net. They're battling for it. Johnston ends up with it. Pass. Fans on it, and it's Schnurr getting it out to Good. Crushers gain the zone. And stopped by Sturrock on the play. Boyle got the puck in there, and Josh Sturrock gets the pad down. Chris King tries to clear the zone, can't do it. Good holds it in. And Good and Smales take each other down to the ice. Out front, Schnurr couldn't get a shot away, and Curtis Johnston will clear it out and around, and it will be Winterhawks getting a change here as Penner steps over the boards. Alex Penner with a goal here in the second period as he put a laser beam into the roof on Jason Trainer. Nick Quaid picks up that rebound off the pad of Sturrock and skates it out to center to Penner. Penner puts it deep, and he is cartwheeled up and over. Not an easy thing to do, but that's a long way to go for Alex Penner. 6'4". Now he's looking for somebody to knock down himself. Catching up to him, knocked the stick right out of Bumstead's hands, and now Bumstead's challenging him, but he's not going to go. He's not going to go. Josh Bumstead decides to save his life instead and goes after Nick Quaid. That might have been the smartest decision he's made all night. Adam Alexander brings it away. Adam Alexander over to King. King shot. Penner deflects in. Penner's looking for another fight. Penner's looking at Matt Murphy, and Murphy won't take him up on the invitation. It's safe to say that Alex Penner's reputation precedes him because nobody on the Crushers wants anything to do with him. 3:20 left here in the second period. It is 6-1. And I believe Penner's... No, he's not going to. He was escorted to the bench by the linesman, but no penalty. 3:20 to go here, second period, 6-1 Winterhawks.
Congratulations. Pick up your prizes.
Shot down into the Crusher zone. Trainer plays it around. And offside with 2:49 to play. Blake Underwood shot, and that deflects high over the netting and out of play.
Tickets. You'll still be eligible for the 50-50 draw or the
2:42 left here in the second period. 6-1, the Winterhawks lead the Shallow Lake Crushers. And the puck bounces right out to McDermott. He tries the jam play. Didn't work, and away come the Crushers. It is Mitch Good with some speed. Tries to go around. Sturrock clears it away. Quaid takes a hit and plays the puck in behind his own net. Smales picks it up, gets it back over to Quaid. Puck bounces off his stick. And Quaid takes a hit but gets the puck out to center. Blundell picks it up for the Crushers. Mitchell holds it in to McDermott. McDermott tries the centering pass. And with Quaid pinching in, the puck cleared out to center. McDermott. Shot goes right to Penner, or right to Kazarian. He scores. Brian Kazarian, 7-1. Brian Kazarian coming off the bench. And the deflection went right to him from Brent McDermott. And the Winterhawks are up 7-1 here in the second period.
Winterhawks goal, his second of the night, scored by number 9, Brian Kazarian. Assist number 27, Brent McDermott, and number 16, Andy Mitchell. Final goal, 18-13.
Kazarian to Tatey. Long pass up to Fraz. Fraz. And that puck shot into the netting and out of play. 107 left here in the second period. 7-1. Winterhawks are up on the Crushers. King wins the draw. Wardell picks it up. Shot. Penner. Deflection stopped by Trainer.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Chipped out and around. Here comes Penner chasing down Matt McLeod. It's chipped out to center by the Crushers, and here is now Bierns. And a penalty coming to the Winterhawks here. It will be a tripping call. And with 30 seconds left, Crushers head back to the power play. It will be Jacob Brown off for tripping. So Crushers get another shot on the power play here with 30 seconds left in the second period. Winterhawks up 7-1.
Winterhawks penalty to number 5, Jacob Brown. 2 minutes for tripping at 19:30.
Rocca for the Crushers. 10 seconds left in the period. Coming in, another penalty coming to the Winterhawks. Shot. And another penalty here to end the period. It will be a hook. And the Crushers will have a 5-on-3 for 1:29 to start the second period. Penner and Kazarian twice for the Winterhawks in the second period. Winterhawks up 7-1 after 2 periods of play. We will be back with the third period in about 15 minutes time. Stand by. All right, welcome back for the third period between the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks and Shallow Lake Crushers. It is 7-1 for the Winterhawks after 2 periods of play. Shallow Lake with a 5-on-3 for 1:29 to start the third period rather. Second period scoring at 7:26, Alex Penner from Chris King and Brett Brophy. At 7:47, it was Brian Kazarian from Greg Tatey and Andy Fraz. And at 18:13, Kazarian again from Brent McDermott and Andy Mitchell. Still waiting for the Crushers to come out for the third period. Winterhawks are here and ready to go. These two teams will play again Saturday night, January the 2nd. That will be a 7:30 start in Shallow Lake. Winterhawks about to start 4 games in a row on the road. They will be in Durham on January 8th. They will be in Ripley on January 9th. They will be in Shelburne on January 16th. And then they will be back here at home again against Shelburne January 22nd. That is an 8:30 start here at the Plex. So the Crushers are out here for the third period. It is shots on goal after 2 periods of play. It is 25-20 in favor of the Crushers, but the scoreboard reads much differently. It is 7-1 for the Winterhawks as we are underway here. 5-on-3 for the Crushers, as Mike Smales will fan on that pass, that shooting attempt, trying to clear it down the ice. Chad Jones now for the Crushers. Over to Blundell, back to Jones. Shot blocked at the side of the net, right in front. Mitch Good tries to center it, deflects wide, and it will be Quaid clearing it to the point. Blundell holds it in. Quaid will try it again. This time he puts it down the ice. 55 seconds left in the first penalty. And offside is the call. Mitchell, Trevor Smith, Brett Brophy, the penalty killers for the Winterhawks. Crushers have Mitch Good, Kevin Behrens, and Andrew Boyle, who just shoots it in. They've got Chad Jones and Blundell on the point. 27 seconds left in the first penalty. Pass for Good goes too far. It's in the corner. Good cycles behind the net to Boyle. Boyle behind the net, looking at his options. Over to Behrens, to the point to Blundell. Over to Jones. Shot in, stopped by Sturrock. 7 seconds left in the first penalty. That one to Jacob Brown. Greg Tatey is the other one in the box. Draw. Knocked out to center. First penalty is over. 29 seconds left in the penalty to Tatey. Here, bringing it in is Gibbons. All the way over. Fraz had the centering pass go off a skate and down the ice, so 10 seconds left. Winterhawks close to killing off this 5-on-3. And they have done it. Back to 5-on-5. As Tatey comes out of the box. Crushers to center, Chad Jones. And that puck rings all the way out to center. Gibbons back to get it for Shallow Lake. Cleared down. On the boards, Quaid knocks it up to Wardell. Penner picking it up. Penner's shot stopped by Trainer. Rebound is there. King couldn't bat it in. And Weir will knock it over to the boards. Bumstead putting it out to center. Tatey. Gibbons over to Bumstead. Bumstead shot gloved by Sturrock and he hangs on. 17:06 to play here in the third period. What's that? Oh, I guess we should point out Kevin McGivern is now in goal for the Winterhawks. Sturrock comes off the ice. Perhaps just a little chance to get Kevin some playing time here as that shot, he makes the save. As that goes for ice, and Kevin McGivern has appeared in one game so far this season. He has a 5.00 goals against average that is slightly lower now, and an .821 save percentage that is now slightly higher. Greg Tatey. Brophy chips it out to center. Mitchell shot. Deflects wide over the net. McLeod will pick it up. Shot in on McGivern. He makes the save. Jacob Brown. Here comes McDermott. Crushers bring it to center. Boyle shoots, stopped by McGivern. Quaid puts it up the boards to center. Underwood. Shot goes wide. Big blast by Bernard. Trent Hawk brings it to center. Leaves it for Underwood. Underwood stops up. He's checked. And it will be knocked out to center by the Crushers. Winterhawks get onside as Underwood shoots it in. 15:05 to go here in the third period. Winterhawks up 7-1. Scores Alexander. Adam Alexander, who's just filling in for during the Christmas break, puts that one in. 8-1 Winterhawks. Blundell now for Shallow Lake. Over to Weir.
Winterhawks goal scored by number 21, Adam Alexander. 81, Trent Hawk. And number 15, Mike Smith. Time of the goal, 4:59.
Back to Trevor Smith in the Winterhawk zone. Trevor Smith to Kazarian. Kazarian tries to put it in. It's knocked back out to center. Gibbons leaves it for Schnurr. Shoots, stopped by McGivern. He hangs on, and
Fans, get those 50-50 tickets out. We're itching to give away $315, which is the jackpot. Here's the ticket number: 0807018.
well, I didn't win, so we'll keep going. Wardell shot in on Trainer. He makes the save.
That's your ticket. You just picked up $315, and you can collect your cash at Gord's Pro Shop. While we're at it, why don't we look at a lucky program number? How about a gift certificate from Boston Pizza, sponsors of tonight's game? The lucky program number is 089.
Penner behind the net loses control of it.
Congratulations.
Mike Martindale wheels for the Crushers. Up to Good. Good. Over to Boyle, who couldn't handle the pass. He goes in behind the net. Boyle over to Murphy. His shot wide. In behind the net. Boyle checked closely. Out front, McGivern turns it away. Shot stopped by McGivern. And it's turned aside. Wardell. Penner tried to get to that one. Penner and Matt Murphy have kind of been at each other all night. Here comes Boyle, up to Good. Keeping it at the point is Jones. Jones shot from the point, doesn't make it to the net. Dave Grant up to Mitchell. Mitchell over the line. Quaid, one-timer, goes wide, rings all the way around. Crusher player had to let it go, or it might have been too many men. All the way back into the Saugeen Shores zone. Picking it up will be Mike Smales. Smales. Pass up, and Mitchell deflects it in on Trainer. He grabs it and hangs on with 12-11 to play. And the Winterhawks up 8-1.
That will be coming out in the near future near the end of the season. Check the last four numbers of your 50-50 tickets.
Rocca
First one,
over
7618.
Trevor Smith over to Brown.
7673. And the third one, 7071. 70.
Ringed around. Chad Jones will hold it in for the Crusher. Shot scores! Chad Jones with the goal, beating McGivern. 8-2 now. 11:44 to play. I can't begin to know what the love was. Behind the net, Schnurr puts it around Bumstead. Too far for him. Brophy will hold it in. Alexander hit. Underwood down low. And he scores. Blake Underwood. Blake Underwood's first of the year. That's a 4-point night for Blake. And it is 9-2 for the Winterhawks.
Winterhawks goal scored by number 20, Blake Underwood.
Fraz plays it down deep behind the net to Johnston. Over to Kazarian. Out front, Kazarian, or Fraz couldn't get a stick on it. And it goes wide. Mitch Good to center. Offside is the call. 10:41 to play. That scoring play. Blake Underwood from Adam Alexander and Trent Hawk. Winterhawks have themselves a pretty good line there, but it's too bad it can't stay together. Alexander will be heading back to school in the United States shortly. Boyle brings it in. Couldn't get a shot away. On the boards, McLeod. In over the line. Shooting is Martindale. The save was made.
Let's go back to our lucky program numbers for another Austin Pizza gift certificate. The lucky number is 033033. And for a couple of Winterhawks game passes, courtesy of Port Elgin Pet Clinic, the number is 083. 083. Those prizes can be picked up.
And turned over in front. Rocca backhand one wide. Right in front, they score. Kevin Behrens. So it's 9-3 now.
Chevrolet goal scored by number 14, Kevin Burns. Assist number 93, Mike Rocca. And number 9, Ian Bernard. Time of the goal, 9:48.
Jacob Brown. Stolen by Rocca. Over to Behrens. Back to Rocca. He shot over the net. Jacob Brown lays a punishing hit. And the puck kept in. And that's going to be a head check on Brown. And there they go, two on Rocca. And Bernard goes at him. And Kevin Behrens is down. Two players went after Jacob Brown. Jacob Brown, I believe, is going to get a head checking penalty on that one. And Kevin Behrens is up and being helped to the room. Jacob Brown caught him right in the middle of the ice, and I would imagine it will be called a head checking penalty. We'll see what the penalties are here. They haven't put anything on the board yet. Referee explaining it to Weir and to Tatey. Both Ian Bernard and Mike Rocca jumped in on Brown right after the hit was laid. It ended up being Bernard who was the most active in the fight with Brown. That last Shallow Lake goal was Kevin Behrens from Mike Rocca and Ian Bernard at 9:48. We'll wait to see what ends up on the board. Still nothing on the board. We're waiting to see how this one sorts out. There's a player in the Winterhawks penalty box. I think it's Dave Grant. Five-minute major. So it'll likely be 5 for the head check. 2 minutes on the board for Shallow Lake. So that likely carries a suspension with it for Jacob Brown. So, 9:38 to play. They will play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then the Crushers will have a 3-minute power play. Assuming those are the correct penalties on the board. It is a 5-minute major for Jacob Brown. We'll wait to hear, but it's likely checking to the head. There's 2 minutes on the board for Shallow Lake. We'll see what that one is. And back underway, 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Smales tries to clear, stopped at the point, shot doesn't get through. Kept in by the Crushers. Quaid back, spins away. Backhands went out to center. Long pass over to Schnurr.
Elevators to the Winterhawks, number 5, Jacob Brown. 5 minutes for chipping to the head and 5 minutes for fighting. Shallow Lake, number 9, Will Bernard. 2 minutes for instigating and 5 minutes for fighting. Time of the penalties, 10:22.
Played in front by Tread Hawk, turned away. We are 1 minute into the 4-on-4. 1 minute until the Crushers pick up a power play. Shot all the way down. That'll be icing. 8:31 to play. So that was 5 for checking to the head, 5 for fighting, and a game misconduct for Jacob Brown. 2 minutes for instigating, 5 for fighting, and a game misconduct for Ian Bernard. Mike Rocca gets off a little easy there because he went after Jacob Brown as well and didn't get a penalty. Greg Tatey gets it out to center. Tyler Gibbons. Back to the point. Blundell. Blundell still hanging on to it. Pass down. It's not a power play yet. It's 4-on-4 still, although it looks like a power play. Andy Fraz carrying it out. Pass over to Kazarian. Kazarian over to Tatey. Now it's a power play for Shallow Lake for 3 minutes. Weir over to Good. Pass to Jones. Jones shot goes wide. And Mitchell picks off that pass. He's away, gets it over to Chris King, and it's offside.
Okay, guys, let's go back to our lucky program now. Still plenty of prizes to give away.
And Chris King getting into it a little bit there.
0101.
King took a shot after the whistle, and Crushers didn't like it.
073 is the lucky program number.
King will get a penalty. It's an unsportsmanlike for Chris King. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. Draw one by the Crushers. Chad Jones, shot from the point. Stop, rebound, they score. Crushers score on the power play. So that wipes off the Chris King penalty. Josh Sturrock's making his way over to the timekeeper's bench. He's got, I don't know what he's doing over there, but he's talking with the scorekeepers. Nine to 4 here with 6:59 left in the first period. Wow. Third period. That kind of night.
Shallow goal scored by number 77, Andrew Boyle.
Crushers still on the power play for 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Shot in by Blundell. Blundell at the point. Over to Schnurr. Down low. McLeod. Blundell. Over to McLeod. Back to the point. Blundell over to Weir. One-timer. Misses. Penner will win the race to the boards. Penner will just drag the puck into the zone. Penner avoids a hit. Takes into the boards. Penner. .119 left in the penalty to Chris King, or pardon me, Chris King's already out. He got out. That'll be the major to Jacob Brown. Being served by Dave Grant. Boyle for Shallow Lake. Passes wide of the net. Mitch Good. He's hit, and he's down. No call there. Play keeps on going. Johnston will pick it up, and he's hit. Certainly, that could have been called charging, but Boyle had him lined up all the way across the ice, and the referee saw it differently. I apologize if it wasn't Boyle who threw that hit. I think it was. In comes Boyle now. Mitch Good tries the drag, and it doesn't work out. Shot down the ice, 15 seconds left in the penalty. Jones misses the pass. Blake Underwood in. 4:45 left in the game. Winterhawks up 9-4. Back to even strength, 4.5 minutes to go. Chad Jones. Jones plays it out to center. Quaid back to get it, 4:08 left. Pass is too far. Hits a stick, no icing. Weir plays it around. Here's Alexander. Shooting, stops, goes up in the air, comes down behind the net. Dave Grant, back to the point, Quaid. Puck wobbles and shot in. McGivern waved on that one. Behind the net, Smales. 3.5 minutes to go. Trent Hawk. It'll be 3.5 weeks until the Winterhawks have another home game. That'll be on January 22nd. They'll be hosting the Shelburne Muskies. 4 in a row on the road, starting Saturday in Shallow Lake. That one's a 7:30 start. And then games the following weekend on the 8th in Durham, on the 9th in Ripley, and then on the 16th in Shelburne. McDermott to center. 2:50 to go. He makes a move, loses the puck, shot back down the ice. Linesman waves off icing. They're probably not going to call it the rest of the way to try to wind this one down. Shot down the ice. Well, and as I say that, they call icing. Coming back down. 2:38 to go here in the third period. 9-4. Winterhawks leading the Crushers.
For a gift certificate from Rollins Independent, 090. And for a gift certificate from the Colonial Hotel,
Kazarian.
046.
And the Crushers control off the draw. Shot in behind the net. Tatey takes a hit. Had an arm up in his face. Boy, Brophy. Pass picked off. Penalty coming to the Crushers. And it will be a head check. And it's going to be Jake McClay, who has barely played tonight. In fact, that's the first time I've noticed him. He gets 2 and 10 for the head check. So the Winterhawks will have a power play here for the last, well, there's 2:25 left. So they'll have a power play for 2 minutes of that if they don't score. Jake McClay gets 2 minutes for head check and a 10-minute misconduct. Draw controlled by the Crushers off the draw. Ringed around. Quaid can't hold it in.
2 minutes for tricky to the head and the 10-minute misconduct. Time of the penalty, 17:35. It's a Lord Elgin Fish and Chips power play.
Johnston knocked down, no call. Back to the point, Quaid. Winds, shoots through a crowd, stopped by Trainer. Behind the net, Johnston's hit. Ringed around the boards. Hits a stanchion or something and stops dead. Shot all the way down the ice now. 1:23 left in the power play. Brophy. Shoots it into the netting and out of play. That will come outside the Winterhawks line.
The Winterhawks is second in this home series with the Shallow Lake Crushers. The Hawks will be in Shallow Lake on Saturday.
1:35 to go in the period. 1:11 left in the penalty.
Home game for the Winterhawks will be Friday, January 22nd, as the Shelburne Muskies are calling. Game time here at the Flex on January 22nd is 8:30.
And McClay now sent to the showers. There's no reason for him to stick around. 1:35 to go. 9-4 Winterhawks. As Weir gets sent to the ice by Trent Hawk. McDermott knocked down. Mitch Good in the corner. Centering pass picked up by Blake Underwood. He'll take it to center. Underwood gains the zone. Leaves it for Dave Grant. Grant spins away. Grant back to the point to McDermott. McDermott shot. Stopped by Trainer. Trent Hawk shot stopped. And blown dead by the referee as he lost track of the puck. 34 seconds left in the man advantage. 58 seconds left in the game. The Winterhawks are going to win this one. They will move to 7-8-1 on the season, 1 point back of the Crushers for the fourth and final AA playoff spot in the North Division. They will be able to have an opportunity to go by the Crushers on Saturday night when they're in Shallow Lake. Underwood on the point. McDermott. McDermott leaves for Underwood. Back to McDermott. To Grant in the slot. Grant, pass hits a shin pad shot down the ice. 11 seconds left in the man advantage. And McDermott to center. Shooting. Just threads the needle, goes wide. Penner keeps it in. Alex Penner. Chris King throws a hit. Penner in close. Gonna get a shot away. 7 seconds left in this one. Shot down the ice, and that will do it. The Winterhawks win this one 9-4 as they defeat the Shallow Lake Crushers. They will be back at it on Saturday night in Shallow Lake. 7:30 start in Grey County.
Thanks to Lisbon House player of the game for tonight. He was a busy man indeed with 2 goals and an assist. Our player of the game, number 24, Trevor Smith.
Trevor Smith picks up the Wismar House player of the game honors.
Game total of 34. Shocking Shores 11 for a game total of 31. As a staff and management, along with the Winterhawks players, we'd like to wish everyone a happy and healthy new year. You're partying on December 31st. Please do so responsibly and don't drink and drive.
And
Back here at the Flex, January 22nd.
we will hope to bring you some live streaming next weekend on the 8th, January the 8th in Durham. If technology cooperates with us on that night, we hope to bring you the live stream in Durham on January the 8th. But until then, we'll talk to you later. Good night. Happy New Year.